Okay, let's see who we have today. Bama Nation and Vol Nation. We have a dual appointment. Looking at the chart, seem like both Vol Nation and Bama Nation is suffering from basically the same symptoms. Okay, but y'all gonna have to bear with me today because I am a little under the weather. Like I told y'all last week, I am a part of Bama Nation. I am a Bama fan. So Dr. Kangaroo Black is feeling some of the same symptoms that the rest of Bama Nation is feeling and the symptoms that Vol Nation is feeling. But we're going to work through this. We're going to lean on each other and we're going to get through this together. What we got to do, we got to find a way to channel our feelings in a positive way. We got to get the negative thoughts and the negative feelings out of our mind. We got to talk to each other. Lean on each other. Okay? When you're feeling down, pick up the phone. Call somebody and talk to them. Let them know how you feeling. Okay? That's the only way we're going to get through it. Okay? We got to let it out. We can't keep the feelings inside. Because if we keep the feelings inside, it's going to come to a boiling point and you are going to have an outburst in a place that you don't want to have an outburst. So let it out every chance you get. Call somebody. Talk to them. And if you that somebody that's receiving a phone call, be passionate enough to listen. Don't let your feelings, your anger, your depression get in the way of somebody else expressing their feelings to you. Okay? We can get through this. You got to remember, this is not the first time that your Bama Nation or your Vol Nation has took a loss to an unranked team. This is not the first time, and this certainly won't be the last time. So you're going to have to learn to get through it. You're going to have to learn to deal with the negative aspects of your football program. This is all part of being a football fan. This is part of being Vol Nation and Bama Nation. Now, looking at the chart, I understand that Bama Nation has a few more issues than Vol Nation, but it's nothing that we can't work through together. Okay? Bama Nation have a few more issues, but they are very similar to the same issues that Vol Nation is having. Okay? So we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. We have no other choice. Because if we want to keep moving forward, we got to put this behind us. We got to put it behind us. And like I told Dog Nation last week, this goes out to you, Bama Nation. This goes out to Vol Nation. And me, Dr. Kangaroo Black, is included in Bama Nation. We can't go off and do nothing drastic. We can't go off and do nothing crazy. We can't do that. This will pass. Okay? Like I said, it ain't the first time it didn't happen. It ain't the first time, especially for Dr. Kangaroo Black. It's not the first time that I have been through this. Trust me, we will get through this together. Just lean on one another. That's all we got to do, Bama Nation and Vol Nation. I'm going to prescribe you some medication, as I have already put myself on all these medications. I'm going to prescribe some medication for you, Bama Nation and Vol Nation, and I really need you to take this medicine as prescribed because it is proven to work. This is the same medication that I prescribed last week to Dog Nation. The same medication that I, Dr. Kangaroo Black, has took before. And it works every time. It is a proven regimen. I'm telling you. Okay? So, listen. Find a way to channel that depression, that anxiety, that anger in a positive way. Now, as looking at your chart, Bama Nation, Evolved Nation, I don't think you are suffering from delusion. So I don't feel that I have to send you to Dr. Bama Moore. But if you feel you are a little delusional, or if somebody in your family feel that you are a little delusional, tell your family member to give me a call and I will point them in the direction of Dr. Bama Moore, because he specializes in fan bases or college football fans who deal with the issue of delusion. But looking at your chart, Bama Nation, Evolved Nation, I don't feel that you need Dr. Bama Moore's number at this time. Okay? But like I said, I'm going to prescribe you some medication. And what I'm going to prescribe you is escitalopram for your anxiety. All right? I'm going to prescribe you escitalopram. Escitalopram is for your depression. Hydroxyzine is for your anxiety. Okay? Also, I'm going to prescribe you prazosin. That is for your nightmares. Because guess what? I had a nightmare last night. Even though Dr. Kangaroo Black didn't sleep much last night, when he did sleep, he had a nightmare. He had a nightmare. The issue that caused the nightmare, it was real. Okay? I wanted to believe that it was all a dream. And I know you, the rest of Bama Nation and Vol Nation, you want to believe what you went through or what your program went through yesterday was all a dream, but it was not a dream. It is real. Okay? So I'm prescribing you some Prazosin for your nightmares. Okay? I'm also prescribing you some Zoprazidone for your anger. That will help you with your mood. We don't want to be angry and go out and do something crazy that we might regret sometime later in the future. So we want to control those emotions, okay? So yes, Zoprazidone for your anger. Also, I believe that's it. But I'm going to prescribe this for both fan bases, okay? I'm going to prescribe you some lisinopril for your high blood pressure, because I know dealing what we had to deal with on yesterday raised our blood pressure considerably. So I'm prescribing you some lisinopril for your high blood pressure. All right. Take the lisinopril as prescribed on the bottle when you get it in the mail. Okay. But if I'm also going to prescribe you some hydralazine, that's also another type of blood pressure medicine. I'm prescribing you both medicines, lisinopril and hydralazine for your blood pressure. If the lisinopril don't work, take the hydralazine. All right. If you need to take them together, take them together. It won't be no harm if you take them together, okay? So those are the medications that I'm prescribing you. You will receive them through the mail. You will not have to leave your home outside of your four walls to face the humiliation of what happened on yesterday. I gave the Dog Nation, or I extended the same favor to Dog Nation last week. Okay. I'm hoping that Dog Nation is feeling better this week, being that they was victorious yesterday. Okay. So let's go back through the medications. We have Exalafran for your depression, hydroxyzine for your anxiety, prazosin for your nightmares, okay? Zoprazidone for your anger and your mood, hydralazine for your blood pressure, and lisinopril also for your blood pressure, okay? Dr. Kangaroo Black is feeling those same feelings that y'all are feeling right now. Although it may not seem like it right now, but I too depressed. I too suffer from anger issues right now. Like I told you last night, nightmares. I have anxiety, okay? Blood pressure is up through the roof. But we can get through this. Let's just lean on one another. Let's call one another. We got to do that. Let's call one another. If you want to, Bama Nation and Vol Nation, we can get us a group therapy, okay? We can form this group and we can meet up and we can all get in a circle and we can talk it out. We can get our feelings out. Because I know we all feeling the same way and we all suffering from the same symptoms, okay? Everything is going to be all right. Tell you what you do right now. Let's all think about one of the best moments in our college football life. Let's think about it for one moment. Okay. I don't want to take too long, just think about a good time in your college football life, in Vol Nation life, in Bama Nation life. Just think about some of the good times. And hopefully that'll make you feel better. Bama Nation, think about last week when you got a big victory over those dogs. Vol Nation, think about when you got that victory over those Oklahoma Sooners. Let's think about it. It's not too long ago. But in doing that, you're taking a big risk. And it might come to your mind how things fell apart so fast. Okay? It's all right to think that, but we don't want to dwell on it. We don't want to dwell on it. Just go back to a happy place in your Bama Nation life or your Vol Nation life. Stay in the happy places. If you get down in that sad place, pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. As they say, phone a friend. Because Vol Nation, Bama Nation, you got a friend in each other. If you from Bama Nation and you don't think that you can find solace in talking to anybody from Vol Nation, phone a friend. Phone somebody else that's inside of Bama Nation. And the same goes to you, Vol Nation. If you don't feel like you can find solace in anybody that's part of Bama Nation, phone a friend. Phone somebody that's a part of Vol Nation. Okay? Remember to take your medicine as prescribed. All right? Everything will be sent through the mail. All right? If it's prescribed to take the medicine 3 times a day, once a day, take it as prescribed. It will be on the bottle. Okay? Don't overdo it. Because it can be harmful if you overdo it. And we want to see you right back in your happy place next week. No matter if you're part of Bama Nation or Vol Nation, we want to see you back in your happy place next week after your team rises to victory, after your team pick themselves up and get a victory next week. And hopefully the victory that your team gets next week will be therapy enough to get you out of the state that you are in right now, to take these feelings away from your mind and your heart. And I speak for myself. I am here with you. We are suffering together, Bama Nation and Vol Nation. Dr. Kangaroo Black feels your pain, okay? But remember, your medication is on the way. You don't have to go pick up nothing. You don't have to leave out of your home. You don't have to leave out of the four walls that you are in to receive your medication. It will come to you via mail. And that concludes today's appointment. That concludes today's wellness check. Thank you for visiting Dr. Kangaroo Black's Health and Wellness Center. It was a pleasure in talking to Bama Nation and Vol Nation. Y'all try to have a great day, and y'all try to have a great week. Things will get better.